Hey y'all, it's Taylor from tattooedteacherplans. Welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you are here. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. So I am doing a memory spread, but this time I'm going to just kind of patch things together from my collection and we're going to make it work. So I'm not using a kit is what I'm trying to say. It's going to be a struggle for me, but also like really good for my creativity, I think. So I have this sticker book from Capital Chic Designs from Michaels. And this one I was super drawn to because it's like leopard everything, which I love. This has a ton of stuff in it that I could use for this spread. This really has more of a peachy pink color, like a coral pink, but I'm going to bring in a different color pink. I'll show you in just a second. So we've got lots of stuff in here that I can use for sure. And then I can definitely use the leftovers in like my petite planner or anything else. So we've got, this is the last page. I'm going to use a lot of this page. And I just love I think she calls them dolls. I just think they're so cute and I can't wait to use them this week because I am kind of like making a International Women's Day kind of spread. So I also have this washi from her Michaels like pop-up. And then I have these three from Simply Gilded, the pink with gold bows and white. And then I also have the leopard. These are all Simply Gilded washis. So I think this is going to be really fun. But like I said, I'm going to bring in more of this pink than the peach just because I don't have like a peachy pink washi. And I think I can make it work as is. But I'm really excited for this washi. I've used it on another spread and I love it. So let me show you the spread in my everyday planner. I loved this spread. I got a lot of flack from people saying that I shouldn't have used this kit yet because it's like a summer kit, and I didn't even think about that. I just know that I love sunflowers and I wanted to see some spring in my planner and I just had to do this. So I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but this is what I chose and I stand by it. So I love this spread. I think it's so bright and pretty. This is a kit from Glam Planner and the plan with me is up if you would like to go and watch that. I think we're ready to get started. I've got some pictures over here. I haven't organized them at all. Like I said, we're just going to wing this. Like I have zero plans here. I don't know how this is going to work out, but we're just going to do it together and see. So let's get started. All right, so we're going to start with the bottom washi area, and I'm actually going to use real washi this time. And I wanted to start with this this leopard print. It's like gold foiled from Simply Gilded, and I think it looks so cool with the spread. And it kind of brings in, like, it kind of, I don't know how to say it. It like bridges the washi below it with the little sticker book that I had because they are not from the same line. It's the same like artist, but it's a different style. But I think that it totally works, and I tried to leave out as much of the peach as I could from the sticker book and kind of bring in more of the pink from this bottom washi. I think it looks so cute. I love that. And I mainly chose this for International Women's Day. That was this week. And I just wanted to use this washi too because I think it's so cool. So I'm laying down some glitter headers up at the top. They're just like brown and they match the kit pretty well. And I just kind of wanted to bring in a different color and not pink, I guess. And so now we're going to move on to the sidebar. I had to figure out what to do with, oh no, I'm going to do the deco at the top. So I just decided to pull in some of these smaller pieces of deco. And then I'm also going to bring in one of the girls and then just a bunch of the classes, the accessories, really. Just bringing in a bunch of that stuff. Cute little camera. I love the leopard spots. It looks so cute. So I'm just kind of situating everything. And then I'm going to white out the words over there on Sunday just so I have a little more room for some more deco. I finished with some of the hearts and I tried to kind of keep them spaced out a little bit, but there's some hearts beside each other. It's fine. I think it looks cute. So here's where I kind of decide to throw in the shoes over there. I do love shoes. I don't wear heels anymore, really. I just don't go anywhere fancy enough. I do still own a lot of shoes, but I just don't wear but like maybe 10 pairs. As you get older, you just don't do it as much. All right, let's go to the sidebar. So I'm putting in this full box here, and I think it's meant to be like written on in the middle, but I just left it as is. I thought that watercolor looked really pretty, and I really like that girl's outfit, so I left that just plain like that. And then at the bottom, I threw in a little circle sticker, and then this girl with her gorgeous green pants. She looks just, everybody in this whole plan with me is just so stylish and cute. I do have a bit of a kind of leopard and cheetah print obsession right now. And I'm going to say that it's a neutral. Like, I kind of think that camo is a neutral. And my wardrobe as a whole is very neutral, so it's fine if I just have a bunch of leopard print. Okay, so now that we have the sidebar kind of set up, we're going to come back to that at the end. But on Monday, I put in this girl. She looks so, I keep saying it, they look so cute in their little outfits and her curly hair and her glasses. She's like working it with her little pencil skirt. Okay, so the first thing I noted here was that I got word of our kids and their antics at prom. Prom was the weekend before. We did ours super early because of UIL events. Not that it matters now, but we did it early so that it didn't fall on any weekend where there were any major events like track, any spring sports and stuff. So our kids got into a little bit of some trouble. Not all of them, just a small handful, but it kind of like took up the entire week just kind of getting through that. And then at the bottom there underneath the washi, I put in that I FaceTimed with my sister. And remember, this is the beginning of March. This is before like really a lot of things were happening. And so we booked our Airbnb for Waco. We stayed there one night. And I'm noting here, I wasn't worried at the time about COVID-19, but now I'm afraid it will put a damper on it. So I filled this out before our trip. It did end up going, but you'll see in a future memory plan with me so that the trip definitely changed quite a bit because it had to. And then at the bottom, I put in my video that went up that day, which was one of my favorite spreads, Plant Mom by Sadie Stickers. And then on Tuesday, this was the Texas primary. And I'm just making a note here that Biden won, which kind of surprised me just a little bit. But this was also the day, or the day, maybe the next day, was when Warren dropped out of the race, and she was who I voted for. Hopefully she finds a place in the new government, if that happens. I mean, there's so many ifs at this point in the world, but I'm just kind of making a note here that I want her to have a role in something. And even though Biden wasn't my first choice, I've been kind of saying this all along. Blue no matter who is kind of my motto right now. So we got to work with what we got. And then below that, I just put in a picture of Cindy's new book. She's Llama Letters here on YouTube and Instagram, and she published a lettering book, and it's just so cute. So I'm just making a note here. I lost the lettering chicken, as Cindy calls it, and so I rewrote this to just say that Cindy's book arrived. It's a little tiny book. A couple people have requested me to do a video on it, which I'm totally open to. I could definitely do that. I don't know what people want, if it's just like a walkthrough through the book, or if you want to see me like working through it, because it's kind of a workbook. But if you have thoughts on that, leave that down below. And then on to Wednesday, I put in a couple of stickers at the top and just made a note here that I had a great day at school and it was super productive. So I kind of mentioned this in my last memory plan with me. I think it's really important to, especially now, to note good things when they happen in your planner and not just like the venting part, which venting is fine, but also, you know, bringing in some of those good things as well. And then below that, I put in this stupid but funny meme from my friend Jessica, and it says, if your boy crush had this haircut, it's time for an eye cream. And it just cracked me up, and I showed it to like 3 people that day, and it just made me laugh. So I included it here so that I remember that. And then I just put in some washi to fill the space and kind of bring in some more of that pink. Okay, on to Thursday. So I'm starting with I'm just pulling some stickers here that I wanted to be sure to use. Since I don't have full boxes, I'm just kind of using some of this stuff as like placeholders for full boxes. So I think that works with the style of this spread. So I'm starting on Thursday with this quote that says, the things that cause you discomfort reveal to you what still needs to heal. And I think that just kind of spoke to me that day, and I just thought about it quite a few times during that day. And so kind of when quotes or things like that meme kind of stick with me, that's when I include them in these spreads. And then at the bottom there, I noted this new podcast that I'm into. If you remember the show, it was on like Lifetime. I don't know if it originated on Lifetime, but I Survived. It's a really great show, but they made it into a podcast, and because the show's not airing anymore. And I love that podcast. It's like really well done. It's by the same producers and stuff, from what I understand. So it's super well done. Highly recommend. So I'm just looking for some more stickers. I kind of worked on Sunday for a minute. I will come back and fill that in just a little bit. So on Thursday, this was Big Art Day for our art teacher in the art department. And I went over there to kind of support her, and she'd been working on this for like weeks and weeks. And I made a little puzzle piece for the wall. We could grab one and then you work on it and then bring it back, and they put them all together. It was really cool. And then I'm just going to add a little label here to mark new podcast. Okay, on Friday, I'm going to switch that girl out in a little bit because I will notice that she's also on Monday as well. So we'll get her switched out in a minute. But I'm just adding in a couple more stickers like this just to kind of fill the space and make it look cute. So I'm just noting here that the countdown to spring break is on. So it always, the week before, really the 2 weeks before spring break are always really difficult because everyone's tired and you need a break. So yes, we did have a countdown going. And then below that, I marked that my sister Chase got glasses. She got 2 pairs of like new glasses, and my mom sent me pictures and I forgot to print them off. But I did want to note that because she was very like happy about her glasses and it was cute. And then below that, I put this Sansa Writes, I think is what Sansa, it's Sansa something. But I love her lettering work, and it says it's okay to take a few minutes because things were just kind of, again, with spring break coming a little bit heightened. And then on Saturday here, I'm noting that I watched Taylor Tomlinson's comedy special on Netflix. I have been following her for a while now, and she cracks me up. I don't know what it is about her stories, but they're so funny. So I wanted to note that I watched that. I've actually watched it again since then. And then I put in that I had an oil change, that it wasn't that bad. I thought it was going to be a lot more expensive than it was. But turns out I am taking good care of my car and I didn't need to do as much as I thought. And then I'm just kind of layering a few things here. So I did go to Lowe's on Saturday as well and got some things for my yard. I was having a lot of trouble with this pen. I should have just switched it out, but I did not. I also had trouble with a lot of spacing things on this part of the Plan With Me. So I'm moving a lot of stuff around and up and down and all kinds of things, but I do really like how it turned out, so I think it's worth it. And really, I'm just putting in this washi here to kind of fill some space. It was just like an awkward space right there. All right, on Sunday, just finishing up here, marking that it's International Women's Day. And I have this cute little graphic and then a picture of my kitty. This was the time change day, and this picture just cracked me up. She stayed in my bed all day, just pissed off. And it was how I felt about the time change too. And then I'm just kind of filling that white space right there. And then once I opened the spread up, I kind of figured where I was repeating some different, I think she calls them dolls. So I'll fix that in a minute. So I just added some more of that washi, mainly because it's pretty. And again, filling space. So I'm just noting here in my journaling section that this was a weird week, and things with COVID-19, or with the COVID-19 virus, started becoming more serious. Even though I was in denial, I'm afraid of what's next. So this was definitely a strange week. I don't think any of us knew what was coming. I mean, some people did, but I didn't, and the people around me didn't. And yes, I probably should have done more. I'll reflect on that in the next week's Plan with Me, but it all worked out in the end, and I'm glad that I had my time with my family the next week. So my little favorite thing for this week was booking our trip. Now, like I said, we did have to adapt it, but the trip was still really good. Just lots of family time. Well, this was definitely interesting to put together, but it was really fun and made me think a little bit and kind of simplify my style a little bit, which was nice to kind of get out of my little comfort zone. Always a good thing to step outside of that. But I really love how this turned out. I do see that I have a little repeat here now that I'm looking at like the full spread. So I think I might try to switch her out. Let's see. I love this girl with her green pants. I don't think I've used this one right here. Where is she at? Right here. So I think I'm going to put in her. I think. Or this one. Maybe this girl. I don't think I have her anywhere. Yeah, let's do her. She's right there. Okay, so let's put her back. And then we're going to add in this girl, just so I don't have a bunch of repeats on this spread. I think it'll fit perfectly right there. Okay. So we're going to put her back in her spot. Okay, so now we have the finished spread here, and I really love this. I love the girls on the bottom, and I love the vibe of it. I just really love this. So I hope that you enjoyed going through this spread with me. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!